today we're going over blockchain dApps versus smart contracts. What is the difference and what are they? That's coming right up. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Coin Rocket YouTube channel, where we are now boarding for one-way trips to the moon. So if you'd like to join us, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and we'll see you there. So today we're going over blockchain dApps versus smart contracts. What are they? What's the difference? Okay, first of all, we have to kind of define what we're talking about. So dApps are decentralized applications, and they're the same thing as blockchain applications, and basically what they are is exactly what they sound like. So it's an application that runs on a blockchain. So it's decentralized, and basically you find the code in the actual blockchain. So instead of putting things like just transaction information in a block, like with Bitcoin, right? All Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, because all the information that is put into a block is just transaction information, like amount, like the sending and receiving address. Okay, but with a smart contract, which is where you put code or a snippet of code into a block, that's how decentralized applications run. So basically the difference is that smart contracts are just the individual snippets of code that exist in the back end of a decentralized application, and the actual dApp is the entire application that includes all the snippets of code, that includes the front end and the back end. It includes the user interface that people use, and it's the entire application that people actually interact with. So for example, the Steemit platform is a decentralized application, right? If you go to steemit.com and you view the website, well, what you'll see is a social media website that is a decentralized application. Okay, now every time you, for example, upvote a post, or you make a comment, or you interact with the blockchain in any way, that's when you'll be actually interacting with smart contracts. So basically, if you want to create a decentralized application, you would have to combine several smart contracts together. Okay, and there are many platforms like Lisk, EOS, Ethereum, Neo that allow people to create decentralized applications without having to do all of the work of kind of reinventing the wheel and starting from scratch. Okay, so smart contracts are basically small snippets of code that can only do one or two things, and they're included in a block. So what you need for an entire application is many snippets of code, and they need to be able to work together in order to actually create some kind of system, some kind of network that actually provides some useful product in the end that people can interact with in an easy way. Okay, and the thing about decentralized applications, dApps, blockchain apps, okay, those are all the same thing, okay, is that really you don't want people to have to understand that what they're using is a decentralized application. Okay, so like, again, if we use the example of Steemit, if you just open the Steemit website, right, the Steemit front page, steemit.com, and you view the website, it just looks like Reddit with money. It doesn't really, you don't have to understand how blockchains work or what blockchains are. You don't even have to understand that it's on a blockchain. Okay, and this is really important because most people really don't want to understand. They don't need to understand. And this is something that shouldn't surprise people. So, you know, everyone who buys a computer doesn't understand how circuit boards work. They can't build their own computer. Okay, everyone who uses the internet doesn't understand networking. Everyone who uses websites doesn't understand web design. Okay, everybody who uses Facebook doesn't want to have to understand what they're actually interfacing with. They don't want to understand programming or, you know, web design or social media or, you know, any of that stuff. They just want to be able to, you know, give the nerd a couple $100 for a computer so they can bring it home and log into Facebook and, you know, like, you know, pictures of cats or whatever. They don't want to have to, you know, understand the difference between a decentralized application and a smart contract, and, you know, understand like block times and, you know, different things that you can do with, you know, decentralized applications and all that. It needs to be in order to go mainstream and for most people to adopt it, it needs to be accessible for users. And that's why it's important to use platforms like Ethereum and EOS and Lisk and all the rest, because they allow programmers to not have to reinvent the wheel, and it allows them to make a much more user-friendly program. So I hope this video gave you a little bit of clarity into the difference between smart contracts and dApps and basically blockchain applications. And I hope you learned something, and remember to leave a like, a comment, and a subscription. I'll answer any questions you have in the comments below if you want to have any more information. And there are some links in the description of the video where you can find more information about this topic and about different smart contract platforms. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.